This video has subtitles, so please turn them on.
Hello, I am at Banpo Hangang Park in Seoul. This is a riverside park in the Gangnam area of Seoul. It is also the most famous of the Hangang parks in Seoul. Because it is the park with the most gorgeous atmosphere, it is famous for the fountain that pours down from the Hangang Bridge. The day I visited was Sunday afternoon. There are a lot of citizens in this park to enjoy the weekend. You can easily see people sitting on mats on the grass. I started here and walked to the bridge. There are a total of 11 Hangang river parks in Seoul. The biggest difference between this place and other Hangang river parks is that you can see a lot of food trucks. The city of Seoul has designated places where food trucks can operate. Among them, this is the only food truck zone located along the river. So at night, you can see a scenery reminiscent of a night market. It is a place where you can eat street food while looking at the river and the city night view. It may look like an ordinary park during the day, but personally, I think the night atmosphere is much better. If you look to the left, you can see high-rise buildings in the distance. Those buildings are apartments. This Banpo area is mostly residential areas rather than economic and industrial zones, and many high-income people live there. It is famous as one of the wealthiest areas in Seoul. The housing prices here are ridiculously high. The luxury apartments you see there are also very famous in Korea. They cost about $5 million. This is a place that an average Korean would not be able to live in, even if they worked their whole lives. This is because this is a transportation hub in Seoul. The main economic areas in Seoul are largely divided into three areas: Jongno in the north, Gangnam in the southeast, and Yeouido in the southwest. This is a great location where you can get to any of these three areas in 30 minutes. As I explained earlier, 3 subway lines pass through this neighborhood, making it easy to get to the 3 economic zones. Lastly, the Seoul Express bus terminal is in this neighborhood. It is also very accessible when going to other cities in Korea. And it is close to such a beautiful Hangang Park, so it can only be a wealthy area. Before I knew it, I had arrived at the bridge. If you cross the bridge over there and go to the right area, you will arrive at Yongsan. That is where Itaewon and Namsan Tower are. If you look to the right, you can see a mountain in the distance and a sharp building. That building is Seoul's landmark, Namsan Tower. You can see that building from anywhere in Seoul. I can hear music. They are performing a tango on the waterside stage. In the front, it looks like dancers are waiting to get ready to perform.
네, 올채원에 잘 봤습니다.
I watched the show for a while. This time it was a performance of tango dancing to the beat of the traditional Korean song Ari Rang. It was unique and cool. This time, let's walk under the bridge. The closer you get to the bridge, the more crowded it becomes. If you look at the front, you can see the Disney character Stitch balloon far away. It's cute. There are people gathered in front too. I guess there is some kind of event going on. It looks like people are meditating. In fact, it is the famous Dazed contest in Korea. The people there are the dazed contestants. The winner is chosen by heartbeat and citizens' votes to see who has the most blank expression and remains still. The players are doing warm-up exercises before the game starts. After the warm-up exercises, they start the game in a sitting position. It's fun to see them approach the competition with such serious expressions. If you look to the left, you can see that the llama animal athlete also participated. This time, I walk under the bridge to the submerged bridge. This bridge has a passageway above, but there is another bridge at a lower height below the bridge. It is called Jamsugyo Bridge. On days when heavy rain falls in the summer, the water level of the Hangang River rises and the entire park here is submerged. The reason there is another bridge at such a low height is for military purposes. Korea is in a temporary ceasefire and is always preparing for war. This place is usually open to cars. On Sunday, there was a riverside festival here, so cars were restricted. If you walk a little further, you can see craft shops. If you look to the left, there is a building floating on the water. It is called Sebitdungdung Island. In Korean, it means an island with 3 buildings shining on the water. It is a place where you can board a high-class restaurant and yacht. I am walking on the bridge. The width of the Han River is 1,200 meters, which is very wide among the rivers flowing through the city. That is why some people who come to Seoul for the first time mistake this place for a sea rather than a river. Before this place was developed into a park, it was a sandy beach. In the past, Seoul citizens used to enjoy this place as if it were a sea. I was about halfway across the bridge when I saw a yacht passing over the river, so I took a video. I crossed the bridge to the other side. There was a saxophone street performance going on here too. I came back to the place before crossing the bridge again. The fountain on the bridge just happened to be turned on. It is listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the longest fountain in the world. The fountain is even more beautiful when seen at night with a night view. The reason why this place is famous among other Hangang parks in Seoul is because of the night view. This time, I walked to the place where Sebitdungdung Island is. There are a lot of people here too. It's called Hangang Silent DJ Party. Individuals are wearing headphones and enjoying music. It's a really unique sight to see a group dancing while listening to the same music on their headphones. This is also fun. This is the end of my tour of Banpo Hangang Park. Thank you for watching the video.